Hey everyone, it's Sherry Heil. This is Be an Idealist videocast coming live from Facebook, the Sherry Heil Idealist page, and it's sponsored by Amplified Concepts. It is March 16th, 2020, and no matter where you're at, anywhere in the world watching this, today you're probably feeling some anxiety. We have the coronavirus that's spreading, we have things shutting down. We're a little concerned about, concern might be a light way of saying this, about how the economy is going to adjust. We may be concerned about our own health, about the health of others in our lives. There's definitely some anxiety. And I was thinking yesterday, this is the time when we need to be an idealist, now more than ever. Um, I want to talk about what that means. Some people think being an idealist means being optimistic, seeing the brighter side of things. I don't know that I've ever positioned it that way. In some of these videos that I do, it's not about being optimistic. It's about understanding what your ideal life looks like and working toward it. Being an idealist doesn't mean not facing reality either, though in the philosophy of idealism, reality is questioned, and I will argue reality should always be questioned. Hence, I'm an idealist. Um, but it's not denying reality. The reality is the coronavirus exists. The reality is it spreads really fast. The reality is it has a high fatality rate. The reality is it's a novel virus. We don't know much about it to be able to control it. So the reality is everything's shutting down and we can't meet each other face to face. Right now, we can't gather in groups. We can't go to events. Um, the reality is this is going to hurt our economy really bad. The reality is this is very anxious times for us. So now that I painted that nice dark picture, let's talk about more what it means to be an idealist during dark times like this. One of the things I mentioned in the description of this video is this is also a good time for looking for opportunities. Now, some of the things I'm starting to see on Facebook is, oh, since I'm working from home or since I have this downtime, I've been able to reorganize my pantry or go through my photos or do these projects I've been putting off. And if you're in a position to do that, that is awesome. But there's so many people out there right now who they are saying, where's my next check coming from? I need to make the next bill, and I work at a restaurant that just closed, and that's where I get my money. Um, I want to say that I've been in this position before. I understand this position. So, anytime I'm talking about being an idealist or looking for opportunities, I'm not saying this to you from a position of privilege. I'm saying this in a position of somebody who's been an idealist and who's worked through these hard times myself. When we are at these times, we cannot let go of what our ideal life looks like. That is very important. What are you working toward? What is your ideal life? Because what you're going to focus on is what your reality is. And if you start focusing on, oh my gosh, I'm going to go bankrupt. Oh my gosh, I'm going to get sick. Oh my gosh, I'm going to lose my job. Those things may happen whether or not you're focused on it, but they will definitely happen or have a higher chance of happening if you're focusing on it. And you won't have an alternative, um, solution to that because you've been so focused on the downside, you won't be looking at what are some of the solutions. Let me tell you, panic is real. Friday and Saturday, I spent some time allowing myself to be a little panicked. When I feel panicked, when I feel stressed, I've learned through my years what helps for me is to go, okay, I recognized I'm panicked right now. I'm going to lay down and I'm going to let it wash over me. And then as it washes over me, because I'm going to say it's washing over me, I'm going to recognize where the opportunities are. Gig economy, we live in the gig economy. There's an opportunity for me to now explore more websites and say, what other gig jobs can I get to make some extra money, right? Instacart, Wag, Uber Eats, DoorDash, Postmates. Those are just a few off the top of my head to start exploring. The other thing is I work as a small business consultant, marketing consultant. In a good economy, marketing is, great. Let's go make that video. Let's go write that content. In a bad economy, marketing starts looking like an expense center, like a nice to have, and it gets cut. Sales does not get cut because nothing happens in a business until a sale happens. So I know a lot of my small business clients and small business contacts are now looking at their budgets and saying, what can I cut? So I'm sitting there saying, okay, I know this world. I know sales and I know marketing. Let me reach out to them and help them make those decisions and be that partner for them. This is a good opportunity for me to be a servant leader and also work with more new clients that need the help. I also run a Freelancer Collaborative. When the jobs go, the work still needs to get done. So I know I can get the freelancers that can help my clients go in, and get the work done. My freelancers could help the clients. I'm like, okay, I'm seeing where I'm in position right now to not only survive some of the downturns that might be coming, but maybe even thrive and also help others thrive. So instead of going, oh no, everything's crashing down around me, first let that wash over you and then start seeing where those opportunities are. One of my goals for 2020 was to buy a new house. Well, with the interest rates and things, that may end up being a good thing, right? I'll be able to get in a house with a good mortgage, ideally. So start focusing on what are some things that's going to work well for you. Where are some things that you're going to have to change, but it's okay that you change. It's just a new direction. Whether we're in this coronavirus, depression, recession thing or not, the world's constantly changing. And now more than ever, we're going to have to change, right? So embrace that and start looking at where those changes can still help you create that ideal life that you're looking to make. And stay focused on that ideal life. And stay focused on that so you can find the opportunities that's going to allow you to create that ideal life. That's what I have to say on this March 16th, 2020, day of things shutting down. I've never been through this. None of us have. Maybe some much older folks who've been through depressions or things like that have been through anything like this, but none of us have been through anything like this. But it's not a time to get down. I think the virus issue probably will affect us for 2 to 3 weeks from what we're seeing in other countries, and then we'll get back to working. But nothing will be the same when we get back to working. Nothing will be the same. And some of those things will be good, right? How many companies have never considered letting you telework that now are figuring out, oh, teleworking's an option. So some things are going to come out better. And they're only going to come out better, again, if we look for the opportunities, if we keep focusing on what our ideal life is and look for opportunities to keep creating it, no matter what reality says. Reality and idealism are the building blocks for creating your ideal life. Yes, you have to deal with reality, but you also have to stay focused on your ideal life. And with those two, you will be able to build your ideal life. Now more than ever, be an idealist. Have a great day.